You are watching American Graduate Day here on WFYI. Hello, I'm Jill Ditmire, and we're going to take a break from programming right now to talk with some local organizations to see what they're doing to help dropout prevention. Joining me in studio this afternoon, we have Emily Masengale from the Christel House DORS. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And Dana Altemeyer from the Lawrence Township Schools. Thanks for being with us, Dana.
Glad to be here.
Dropout prevention. It says a lot, 2 words, but it has a huge, powerful meaning and something that both of your groups really work to prevent in kind of interesting different ways.
Yeah, absolutely. We actually pair to help students on the opposite end where they have already dropped out of high school to come back and re-engage and reclaim their education to earn their high school diploma as opposed to a GED. Careers
are changing, career paths are changing. It's probably something you guys have to keep up with all the time.
Absolutely. We have a very close partnership with Ivy Tech Community College, and our goal is for our students to realize that the diploma is a step, but that's not the end game. And so really helping them to focus on what's next with Ivy Tech or another post-secondary institution or a career certification, so they can not only get that diploma, but then go out and be productive adults in society with a career path or furthering their education.
And Dana, in Lawrence Township, this has to be, it's just a constant thing that you're always looking to try to do.
From day one, from the time they enter us in early childhood, we keep our eye on the prize, and that prize is graduation and to see those 1,200 students walk across the stage. But sometimes life gets in the way and things happen, and as a result we have a multi-tiered intervention system in place, and that might look like taking courses online now that we're one-to-one. We have extensive courses through LTech where students can do some credit recovery that way. Or a more intensive intervention might actually be to have a student go to our Lawrence Advanced Academy, which is a smaller environment specifically geared towards those students that are on the path towards dropping out of high school.
And when you're dealing with a student who's probably already on that path, you're probably dealing with a lot of other equations in their life as well. And I'm guessing that's part of the process.
It is. We have homeschool advisors in place that work with those students to help them navigate some of those home and social issues that often get in the way of them being successful in a traditional environment. So they do have that support in place. Something that our new superintendent has initiated is a graduation task force, where actually the superintendent, along with guidance counselors and secondary directors and sometimes students, sit down every year and look at every single student's transcript and see where they are on that path to graduation. And sometimes it's an intervention, sometimes it's a conversation, but just knowing that they have that one-to-one relationship and accountability is a really important piece.
What brings someone back? What makes someone decide, I dropped out and now I want to get my high school GED?
Usually, they are adults, so they're all over 18 and they've hit a brick wall and they've realized I can't get the kind of jobs that I want without a high school diploma. They're kind of seeking more and they feel unfulfilled and realize that education really is that key for future success. A lot of them also now have children in school and they see that connection of education, and their children are 50% times more likely to graduate if their parent graduates from high school. And I think they really see that and they want to be that role model and they want what's best for their kids, and they know I need to be this exemplar for my children, and if I want them to graduate high school, it needs to start with me. And so I can go back, I can do it, and then kind of transition our family into a better life, a better opportunity.
I'm guessing there's crossover between the two of you as well, with the kids that are in Lawrence Township, trying to keep them in, and then you have the adults that are deciding to come back. Kind of an interesting thing. Mm-hmm. And you were talking about the program with the superintendent. That's a lot of time. That's very intensive.
It is. It's a big time commitment, but as you know, working with American Graduate, it's worth it. It's worth putting in the time up front so that fewer students have to go back and reclaim that education after they've made a decision or had a life experience that's resulted in them dropping out of school.
I'm guessing you both need volunteers or help or people to be part of this process as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We are always looking for community partners that are looking to have partnerships in referring students to us, because a lot of people just don't know it's an option for an adult to come back to school. Also, though, for our graduates to use the skills they're learning in the career classes or in college and going out into the workforce and, you know, being accepted as maybe a non-traditional college graduate or certificate earner to go into the workforce and join the ranks of other professional working Americans. And then we have volunteers that, you know, working with literacy initiatives or our ESL students, which is about 50% of our population. We are always welcoming volunteers to come through the door.
Well, Emily and Dana, obviously you've heard it here. They've got a lot to offer. They're doing their part for dropout prevention. If you would like to get involved, we would like for you to do so. The easiest way is to go to our website, amgrad.wfyi.org, or tweet about us, our hashtag AmGradIndy. Now let's go back to American Graduate Day here on WFYI.